with Beard! Welcome, podcast kittens, to another episode of
Cat with Beard! She's Cathy Cat!
You are the Beards, the
Ladybeard! And we have an extremely special guest with us today. The one, the only, seera服おじさん!
どうもこんにちは。
Yes! Hideaki Kobayashi! Seera服おじさん. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Very nice to see you. Thank you for having me with you. It's pleasure to be here.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Last time we bumped each other in Takadanoba
That's right.
on the road or somewhere.
About 2 years ago now, maybe.
Yeah, we bump each other quite
A
often.
lot.
Like,
We bump into each
remember
other a lot.
Haneda Airport or
Yeah.
Shinjuku?
I have to tell you, in my whole time in Tokyo, there are only 2 people that I bump into. There's one of my pro wrestling friends, I see him everywhere, and Kobayashi-san, I see you all over the place.
Probably
Now.
we were emitting some kind of wave.
We are, that's right.
From
We
the
have
director from our brain.
a psychic
All your
connection.
exciting, amazing.
Yeah.
But first of all, the people who can't see what's going on because you're listening to the podcast, Seira Fuku Oji-san
Yes.
is your name that you're going by. Or many names. You also said JKG, Josh Kosei.
Yeah, JKG. G means old person, but I call myself JKG to distinguish somewhere else, some other Seira Koji-san living in Nagoya.
Sailor
But,
Grandpa is also
nobody
another
calls
name?
me JKG.
Yeah, so you just call it
okay.
yourself. So for those who can't see Mr. Kobayashi right now, Mr. Kobayashi is wearing a really cute high school uniform.
Very
and that has
cute.
become your brand and your trademark. That's why seira fuku, sailor clothes or sailor uniform. Oji-san means, well, uncle or old man.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you've been doing. You've been wearing, as an older person, a seira fuku. And we want to know all about it. And we want to know how you guys work together, what the story is here. So let's roll.
And just to clarify again for people who are not watching, from the neck up, Kobayashi-san somewhat resembles Santa Claus. So imagine Santa Claus kind of in a cute Japanese schoolgirl dress. That's what we're looking at.
I would say Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid.
Oh, that's a good one too as well. Good
I
point.
would watch that. Karate Kid, just you being Mr. Miyagi in your sailor fuku, I would watch that. That'd be a whole new Karate Kid episode.
Many people say that I look like a karate master.
There you go.
But some people say that I bring luck to people. If they say me in life, then they will be lucky.
Oh, well, at least you are a bringer of good omens. That's excellent.
I felt very lucky. I happened to bump into you once out
In
in Tokyo
Nakano?
as well.
I'm sorry, I
In
don't
Nakano.
remember.
That's
When was
fine.
that?
That's a while ago.
Oh,
but yeah, I was
okay.
like, oh, you're so easy to find in a crowd, right? I think you're really easy to spot, so that was really, really fun as well.
Was I posing like people wanted to
No,
take
I think
pictures?
you were just like going.
walking?
It was in the station, and I came up to you. I did the nampa. I did the talk. I'm like, hey, sorry. Good to
did
see
we
you.
talk to each other?
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry, I don't
Yeah, yeah.
remember.
I
Many
just
people.
stopped you like there, like had a quick conversation with you. But that's literally 5 or 6
Did you
years
speak
ago.
English to talk to me? Japanese, maybe?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Think Japanese.
At least not Germany.
Yes,
least
not
not
in German, not in German. But what at that point was what I found so striking is I only seen the image of Seira Fuku Oji-san. I didn't know what your branding was. But just the moment we started the conversation, I could tell you're highly intelligent. You know, and I think that was like the point of like, this is an interesting person. And I'm really glad that we get to meet you and get to know you a little bit more today.
You are highly intelligent. You
Yeah.
speak 3 languages. You must have been child prodigy when you were even a kid.
Not at all.
Child prodigy, Cathy
Not
Cat.
at all, not
Child
at all.
prodigy.
Legit, my teachers told me I couldn't go to university, and I proved
Really?
them all
You
wrong.
showed them all wrong. So,
So how do
Kobayashi-san.
you guys know each other?
Well, first up, let's start with Kobayashi-san. So how did Seira Fuku Oji-san come to be?
Yeah.
How did this whole brand of yours emerge?
How did you start?
sorry.
Where did you start?
Before that, let me briefly introduce myself.
Please.
Yes, of course,
Because,
yeah.
I'm a little bit under pressure because I'm nothing. Like I'm not a voice actor, or I'm not an animator or anything. So I view myself just an ordinary, mere, so-called salary man. And after acquiring master's degree in mathematics at Waseda University when I was 25.
You're 25? You were a master in mathematics when you were 25.
Yes, and I've been working for this one company for 35 years.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's a relatively big company. It's about almost a 150-year-old printing company that employs about 40,000 people.
Oh my goodness.
Annual sales being 1.5 trillion yen. So
Wow.
it's kind of easy and lukewarm atmosphere to work for a large company because your lifetime salary is almost assured. You don't have to make much effort to catch up with everyone. And around people being very industrial, only one person is being lazy. It doesn't influence anything. Things go well.
Now, I got the question.
Yes.
When did you start wearing your seira fuku oji-san, so the sailor clothes, and are you wearing it for work?
Oh, okay. Even when I was a kid, I like a cute outfit. I was envious to girls because they can wear like hair accessory or things like that. Yeah.
Exhibit A.
I'm working it right now. In case you guys imagine me, I'm working it right now.
So even in the elementary school class, I get the girls' accessory and put it on myself. And they laughed at me at first, but in an hour they get used to it. So I like that, and I was wearing that accessory the whole day. So I want to be cute, so even in childhood. So I secretly wear women's underwear or something when I was in high school or college, but just I wanted to look cute. That doesn't mean that it's something to show to everybody.
So you would like dress cute even where people weren't seeing it. So it was just for yourself, for your whole enjoyment.
I was enjoying wearing women's outfit alone, secretly. After spending years, some 10 years or so in a company, I was transferred to another section. So before I was doing image processing, so I was a lot of opportunity to look at the professional photographs. But I was transferred to semiconductor section. So I was bored to see like at the microscope, black and white pictures.
Oh, wow.
So I started taking my photos myself. So, and it was the end of the century. So I wanted to take photos that represents the end of the century phenomenon. So first I discovered the cosplayers in Harajuku for the visual K band.
Right.
Yes,
Then
in
I
the
went.
80s, right?
I discovered the anime cosplay in Komike, so I started to go to Komike as a kameko photographer. So somewhat I was envious to those cosplayers, and then. When was that? Just for joke, like you. I bought sailor uniforms for myself, and in Hanami, just for fun, I wore it and took pictures and changed it soon. And I also put my photos as an artwork at the Design Festa. And my friend Candy Milkison said he was going to come to see my photos.
Oh, great.
So I thought it was a good idea to welcome him wearing seira fuku myself. And that was very well accepted because the Design Festa is a different space.
It's like an Etsy festival for those who don't know what Design Festa is. It's like a festival of artists, like Etsy Festival. There are many different artists display all kinds of artwork. It can be printed artwork, it can be painted pictures, it can be
Models.
accessories, it can be art books, it can be photo books of models and idols, live drawing, all kinds of things. Cosplayers are there as well. So you were displaying your photos and you were also wearing the seira fuku. When about was that?
It was around 2004 or 5 or something like that. No. I started going outside wearing the seira fuku in 2011. So a few years before that, I was wearing it only in Design Festa. And in that area, I was completely accepted because art people are pretty used to seeing some
Cross-dressers and true that.
Art people were all unique bunch of colorful, unique bunch.
That's certainly true.
But I thought that it would be completely different outside, so I stopped myself going outside. But then one day, there was this ramen shop. This odd ramen shop owner, he had a plan, and anyone over 30 and come to this this shop wearing sailor uniform will be provided one bowl of ramen for free.
Oh, so thanks to him, you dared to go out in sailor uniform for the first time.
I used that plan as a pretext to myself. If anybody asks me why you are wearing sailor uniform, I can answer. I have the answer. I go to the ramen shop.
Thanks to that, guys. It was your first opportunity. So you must have been so nervous, though.
Oh, yeah. At first, I didn't know. I had no idea what would happen if I ever go outside wearing sailor uniform. And when I was about to get on the train, I passed through the ticket gate. The station clerk, station man, was watching me, and his eye was tracing me all the time. So I was like, he was going to talk to me, but he didn't.
Okay. So you're not quite sure if he's going to stop you or not.
So everybody is aware of me, but react nothing.
I find it very. I had similar experiences when I started cross-dressing as well. Particularly, I find in Asia, in the Western world, cross-dressing is, man puts on a skirt, it's like, oh yeah, well, all right, fine. But in Asia, it was really, people really lose their mind over it. When I first started cross-dressing in Hong Kong, I would go onto the train in a skirt or something. People would kind of be sitting there, and they'd look at me and they do a double take like this.
Double take.
Here's what they do. They take out their phone and pretend they were texting.
Yes.
And then they'd slowly move around like this, trying to take a photo.
Oh, yeah.
That's good fun. I would always wait. Then at the last moment I'd bust my photos or something.
Nice.
Good fun. Sweet. Okay, so, all right, so you had this excellent alibi of you were getting free ramen in Seira Fuku. But then you became a pop culture phenomenon.
The timing was lucky to me because it was the Twitter gaining popularity very rapidly.
Right, at the start of Twitter.
So people secretly take pictures of me, and I found this guy and put the picture on the Twitter, and then it spread, diffused
like wildfire.
crazy.
And now suddenly everyone knows who you are. All right, good stuff. So that was 2011.
2011.
And then I met you in 2013.
Yes.
When I first got to Japan. So when I first got here, my original manager was a photographer.
Tachibana-san.
She was a photographer, and she specialized in photographing cross-dressers. So that's how I met her. And then we were in contact with you.
Yes.
Then we went and did a photo shoot together in Harajuku.
Yes.
And those photos went very viral on the Twitter.
Yes.
And then both of us were viral together. That's right.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, good times.
And then first the internet media, internet news wanted to interview me and put a news article on that. Then TV show interviewed me, and then a magazine came to interview me. So in a way, I was kind of popular. So I'm sure I don't have talent. I'm not an animator, but being a mediocre, ordinary man, it's a very interesting experience to be famous, well known.
I mean, but what I think is very interesting about you, Kobayashi-san, is I don't think you really classify as a mediocre, ordinary man. You had a master's in mathematics when you were 25 years old, and you make semiconductors, which are the oil of the 21st century. So you're clearly a very smart man. So I think that's one of the most interesting things about you is how in your kind of, your day job persona, you wear slacks and a shirt, and you go to the office and you clickety-clack on the computer, and then you are Seira Fuku Oji-san the rest of the time.
But I've never expected to be famous or well known. It was like an accident. Because I thought that there are many, many cross-dressers around Japan. So I didn't know the reason why I particularly can be so well known.
Well, like you say, you're very, very cute.
Yeah.
You have a very distinctive image because you're not just a cross-dresser. You have this lovely big white beard and so forth, which you then put in your plaits and put cute bows in and so forth.
It was lucky to me that people say that I bring good luck to people.
There you go.
If they encounter me, then something good will happen to them. So, they believed it. So,
That's excellent. No one says that about Ladybeard. People do not think Ladybeard brings good luck.
Oh, you do.
They think Ladybeard brings pain pestilence, disappointment.
Only if they ask for it.
Spread.
Only if they ask for it.
Oi, oi.
So, you've been on CNN?
That was another torture.
Torture?
Yeah, beforehand they said they have translator, interpreter, and they brought us interpreter. But when I started speaking English, they decided they did not need the interpreter. So average person like me of Japanese, it's kind of torture to expose bad English to the whole world. Why do I have to do that?
English is very
More
good.
really if you can communicate straight away. That's, I think, one of the things when people see your image, they might think, oh, like same thing with me, probably same thing with you. We all get if you just look at the picture, people might go, ooh, that might be a weird person or a dangerous person. But then you start talking and there's so much intelligence and knowledge. And right now you're talking with us here in fluent English. So I think that must have been the gap. The gap, yeah, the unexpectedness, the break-in of expectations that made people so curious
that
about
may surprise people. And the Vice Media did a good job filming a documentary.
Your Vice piece was
you.
very
You have
good.
a
Yes.
Vice documentary done on you? What
Was
is
it one
it
of
called?
you photographing the dolls?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes,
I remember
yes.
that. Yeah, yeah. That was very good. Yeah, Vice gave you a lot of exposure. That was good.
What's the name of that in documentary? My School Fantasy
My School Fantasy.
is the
good.
name of your Vice documentary.
Sorry, I forgot the title.
all right.
No worries at all. Hey,
You're thinking
it's
about
so much
semiconductors,
easier.
my friend. You can forget the name of your school fantasy. No problem.
Can you quickly just fill me in what semiconductors are?
Semiconductors are the chips that go into mobile phones and computers and so forth.
Thank you. Because I think of train conductors the entire time, so I was like, I'm probably thinking of the wrong
No,
things.
yeah, no. Semiconductors.
Good. See, not a prodigy. Not a prodigy.
Okay.
So, on what occasions do you wear your sailor uniform?
Recently, almost every day, because I'm allowed to do telework. So instead of going to the company office, I usually go to Comic Cafe in Ikebukuro, and I confine myself in a small room, spending all day. So I'm actually not allowed to go to work wearing sailor uniform, but I can go there in internet cafe or manga kissa wearing this. So actually, almost every day I'm wearing recently.
You're living it up.
Living the dream. Have you ever showed up for work in your sailor fuku?
At company,
Yeah. Have you ever done
they
that?
don't allow me to do. So I went to everywhere else. So only
Except
place
the
I can
office?
go.
Take your own office.
That's very
But
funny.
they know that you wear the sailor fuku, so that they know that you wear sailor
Of
fuku.
course, how can I hide it?
Yeah,
You've been on
good point.
media a lot, so I was just wondering
So
what the
I
company
even
thinks.
visited other companies for business wearing this, but
Really?
So even
I
other
can't
companies
visit-
you're wearing it? Nice.
To go and egg your suru.
Yes. Enduring talk meeting, things like that.
Really? That
yeah.
is fantastic. So clearly your employer does not have a big problem with you wearing sailor fuku, right?
There's kind of line that I can't pass.
Yeah, fair
so
enough.
There's kind of the negotiation.
I see.
So the company officially can't say anything about my private life. So never let people confuse as if I'm doing as work. That's what I have to.
That's the
keep.
I see. I
So
understand.
professionally, if you go into the office, you can't wear it. But doing the work, like from an internet cafe or from home or whatever, you can wear whatever you want to wear because it's your private life.
But you became a global sensation, Kobayashi-san. You've attended anime conventions all over the world.
Mostly in China.
Lots in China. We went together to a lot in China.
Beijing.
In Beijing, lots of them. We did a lot. We did that one in that funny little farmhouse. Do you remember that?
Farmhouse?
Convention in a farmhouse?
We did this weird anime convention in some funny little
Yes.
Do you remember that?
That's a rural area of Beijing.
It was really strange. Do you remember that? It was
Yeah,
so
it was like
odd.
a golf course or something like.
And like for what we walk from our backstage to the stage, we're going through all this mud,
yeah.
and we're like, "What the fuck is going
it was
on?"
like a warehouse.
Yeah, it was weird, very weird.
have a question then. Of course, Ladybeard, when you went, you were probably like singing, heavy metal,
doing my thing.
dancing, you know, doing all of that, screaming and all of that. At conventions, what you asked to
that's
do,
the
Seila
problem.
Fukuoji-san.
I just pose and let people take pictures of me.
But people love it. We saw each other in Spain at a convention. I think America too. Didn't we do one in America?
No,
too?
I've never been to
You've
America.
never been to America. Okay, fair enough.
Not yet.
But
Okay.
which other countries have you been to for conventions? Which other countries have you been to?
Thailand.
Thailand.
And Cuba.
Cuba!
Cuba. Yeah.
Whoa! Cuba!
Yeah. That tropical country, there are otaku people. And everybody can say that ご覧の番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしましたって They can fluently say that in Japanese.
That's a random thing. This program is sponsored by. They can say in Japanese.
Yes.
So, why do you think you're so popular with like people all around the world?
I'm no longer popular.
Oh,
come on, what you talking about?
I knew about you. My friends know
but
about you.
what it was like, I don't know why.
Because you're cute.
Because you're cute and you bring good luck.
And good luck.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I don't know, but like until a few years ago, when I walk in the street like Harajuku or Shibuya, people want to take pictures of me. So one person uses his courage to talk to me. May I take a picture? Then I pose and take pictures. Then another person passes by. Oh, it's okay to take pictures. And then gather together, and so the crowd around me never disappears for 30 minutes or so. So to pass through the center guy, it took me 30 minutes or so.
Kobayashi-san is a endless fountain of energy. He takes photos for hours at a time and does not get tired. I don't know about you, but after an hour of posing for photos, I'm knackered. Kobayashi-san just keeps going, doesn't get tired ever.
Yeah, I mean, like your energy is really high. You're very smiley. I can get like a very positive vibe from you. So I think
they
people
have
like that.
kind of positive power, and even a pregnant woman wanted me to touch her stomach.
Yeah, for good luck,
Bring her
right?
luck.
They say that. So, comparing yourself as Mr. Kobayashi before you started wearing seilafuku and Mr. Kobayashi who's now wearing sailor uniforms, what has changed?
Believe it or not, I'm a very introverted person. When I was really studying mathematics, I seldom talk to people for myself. If people ask me questions, I answer it as briefly as possible. So I was that kind of very introverted person. I like that character, and I still have that side of myself. And I like it. But I kind of envious to those who are extroverted.
Really?
So I went to Harajuku to muster my courage to talk to people and ask for a photograph.
I see.
That changed me a lot. And then it was easy. People talk to me asking for a photo.
Well, you're very approachable. Your image is one of warmth and cuteness and approachability, I think. And you have an interdimensional wife.
Yes.
Tell us about your wife.
Thank you for mentioning my wife. I got married in 2005, so it's quite a long time. My waifu,
Online work,
interdimensional wife, two-dimensional wife, is Shinku from Rosa Maiden.
Oh, Rosa Maiden! I love that show. They all wear Lolita fashion in that show.
So first I got the this ring sold in Akihabara, but its coating peeled off. So I took it to the jewelry shop and had it remade with golden platinum.
Golden platinum.
Golden platinum, wow.
It took me 88,000 yen.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, 88,000 yen.
But in the whole manner of Rose and Maiden, there's a rose on the ring that you guys might probably not see because it's a bit far away. But there's a rose on the ring as well, which matches the whole Rose and Maiden theme as well.
Wow, so you're walking around with some serious heavy metal on your finger, Mr. Kobayashi.
But since she can wield magic, if I cheat on her and have a relationship with the three-dimensional, I will go through a very scary time.
Oh yeah, she would not like that. I mean, you're married to her after all, so you might be have to be careful about that.
Lord, holy moly! Sounds like a. Please.
So, going out in Seirafku, what are you said like some good reactions? Did you ever get in trouble in Japan wearing your Seirafku?
Not really.
Oh.
Well, probably some people might be disgusted to see me in this outfit, but they don't yell at me or they don't hit me, so just ignore me. So from outside look, nothing happens. But before, like 10 years ago, it was kind of fun to kind of used in comedy, like make fun of cross-dressers. So some people reacted to see me like or something like that.
Really?
And it's gone better over time now?
Oh, yes. Recently, nobody reacts, actually.
Nobody reacts. Yeah. It's,
Yeah, so it was kind of culture to make fun of the cross-dresser and neta of comedy. But I knew that it was like thin coating over traditional Japanese culture. So I knew it was going to peel off soon.
Right.
And now it peeled off.
over traditional Japanese culture.
Yeah, like in Edo period, the cross-dressing is nothing special. They're very popular. And,
Oh, is that right?
I think so. Yeah, I once went to a festival, a small villages festival, and the children were cross-dressing like for fun, or maybe every year's tradition.
Oh, wow. Really? I didn't realize that cross-dressing was a big part of Japanese culture during the Edo
Maybe
period.
not well known, but just I encountered in the Tohoku area, very rural Tohoku area. Just accidentally walked across the Omatsuri, the festival.
Really? Sounds like Spirited Away. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay, great.
So, message-wise, do you have like a positive message for people who want to dress differently to other people? Because again, that's one thing that I value a lot is like the freedom of expression and how it makes you feel. So, what would be your message to people maybe listening or watching who want to wear what they want to wear, whether it's cross-dressing or just putting on a pink dress and they think they can't do it?
If somebody is hesitant to go outside cross-dressing, I would say, don't worry, nothing happens. Especially during these years,
Yes.
people
In
are
Japan,
very
yeah.
acceptable.
In this generation.
In Japan,
People's
in
attitude
this generation.
changed dramatically.
Yes. Sorry.
It would also depend on where you're living. You probably shouldn't do this in some very conservative
Extremely
countries.
conservative
There's a
places,
couple
yeah.
of countries where you can't do that. But in Japan, for example, it's very much a live and let live. If someone wears something crazy or strange, people don't even bat a lash here in Tokyo. Other people won't say anything. So I think that freedom of expression is one of the things I love.
One of the great things about Japan, from the perspective of people like us who want to, go outside looking a little bit different, is if people have a problem with you, generally speaking, they will keep it to themselves. They will not confront you, and they'll just leave you alone. When I started doing this in the 90s in Australia, that was not the case. Everyone let me know all about their
Everyone
problems
had an
with the
opinion about what
cross-dresser.
you're wearing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, big time.
Especially in an urban area like Tokyo, people are, in a good sense, indifferent to others.
Which is great, actually. So if you're into looking a little bit different, maybe Tokyo is the place for you. Place to get started.
Good summarizing there. Is there anything you would like your fans to know? How can we find what would you like your fans around the world to know about you?
Well, I feel good if they say to me I'm cute, but I'm personally more interested in the enigma of consciousness or artificial intelligence.
Oh my gosh,
so
really?
If they're interested, I would be happy talking about that kind of topic.
Really? Do you want to talk about artificial intelligence now? You have anything in particular that you want to discuss?
It's pretty much talked about, like ChatGPT.
Yes.
So those AI applications start to show their creativity.
Yes.
Oh, they have?
create pictures, like Midjourney, DALL-E.
Yes.
And recently, stories. I was reading this article about a science fiction magazine who is currently not accepting submissions anymore because they're getting flooded by stories written from AI by AI. So it's a whole new world now with the AI. Suddenly, especially with I think ChatGPT, suddenly there's a huge leap forward. It seems. So you are analyzing that on your YouTube channel?
I'm curious how it works, how the AI works. And I'm also curious about the enigma of consciousness. So when you think about it, your brain is just material. And if it's material, it must follow exactly the physical laws. So it's like working like a machine. And this material is conscious. It's kind of strange. So science must solve this enigma. And so far, I don't think AIs are conscious, but someday
You think it will be?
become conscious.
Do you think AI will get to the point? So what you just said about how the brain is essentially nothing but electronic
Working like
symbols.
machines.
So, but a human being can suffer trauma and things like this. Do you think we're going to get to the point with artificial intelligence when it can, like a human being, suffer trauma or have extreme emotional experiences? And that kind of
There's an emerging area called computational psychiatry.
Oh, my goodness.
So, so it's like the journal field is trying to find out how brain works mathematically, calculatedly. So probably the depression or schizophrenia can be solved like mathematically.
Solved?
So that's their theory that it might be able to get solved in the future?
Sorry?
So that's their theory that mathematically you can explain it, and maybe in the future you could solve it?
Yes, at least there is a theory like the free energy principle. It's like informational quantity, and they say that being a biological being, we try to lower the quantity as much as possible. In that way, we can survive.
I
so that's Carl Friston's theory. And he has published so much technical papers that some people say that he would win Nobel Prize soon.
Really?
So
should we? Are you optimistic about the future regarding the AI, or should we be scared, or how should we feel about?
I'm actually looking forward. I'm very optimistic about that.
Really?
I can't wait to see AI getting more intelligent and interact with human.
I'm very curious. This is a topic that I personally feel very excited about because I have a major in science fiction. So the kind of idea that a science fiction magazine is not accepting submissions anymore because AI are writing too many stories. I think we're at the great start of something new right now. It's a little bit scary and a little bit eerie, but hey, again, now that we're having this conversation here, you guys will be able to tell highly intelligent Seira Fukuoji-san brings a lot to the table. Is your YouTube channel in English or in Japanese?
Unfortunately, it's Japanese.
Oh, it's in Japanese.
But just quickly, he explained all of that in English. That was amazing, by the way. Oh, my Lord. Where can people find you on the internet?
I have a Twitter account as @growhair.
Grow
Grow
hair.
hair!
my actual name is Kobayashi, but a change in one syllable into Kebayashi means grow hair.
Grow hair.
I've been called that way since I was in junior high school because I had beard. I wore beard.
Also, it's been your brand mark since Kebayashi. So @growbeard, we can find you on
Grow
Twitter.
hair. Grow hair.
Grow hair.
Grow
Sorry.
hair.
@growhair.
Yes.
And on YouTube, what is your YouTube channel?
I have actually 4 people, including me, have a channel called Singularity Salon Channel.
Oh,
Singularity
the day of the
Salon
Singularity,
channel.
Singularity Salon channel.
The leading person is Professor Emeritus at Kobe University. And he's
goodness.
very
Wow.
extremely intelligent. He specializes in physics.
See all those intelligent people coming together.
And after retiring professor at physics, he started learning about AI. So now he's an expert in AI, he's an evangelist of singularity. So he speaks a lot about the singularity, and AI explains a lot.
Wow.
Okay, if you want to check that out, it is their YouTube channel. It is in Japanese though, so you might have to listen up really closely if you want to.
You can improve your Japanese level quickly if you get good at listening to that kind of thing. My goodness. Wow. Well, Kobayashi-san, thank you so much for coming in today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I just came, and it's been already 30 minutes or so.
We are at 30 minutes.
so quickly.
Amazing. Time, yeah,
So
it's
quick.
time.
But I want to take some cute pictures with you.
Of course.
And some good luck skills. So we're going to take some cute pictures together in a moment.
Hell yeah.
And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Ladybeard, where can people find you?
At Ladybeard_Japan on the internet. I'm my group Babybeard, which is at Babybeard_Japan on the internet. Cathy Cat.
Cathy Cat Underbar TV, pretty much everywhere. And I find it lovely that a lot of people have commented very positively about the recent episodes of Cat with Beard online. Thank you so much for your messages.
And NHK's Japan Railway Journals.
Oh, you finally remembered. Thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. But please, guys, come and leave us Twitter messages at @TwitterCatWithBeard how you enjoyed the most recent episode. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a comment and a like down below. It makes a big change. Thank you all so much for listening and for watching. And thank you so much for coming,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Kobayashi.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
We'll see you next time on
On
Cat with Beard.